Nowadays, customer experience is at the top of almost every priority list of any business. Earning your customers' trust and loyalty is easier said than done. 2 out of 3 customers would switch brands if they felt they could get a better experience elsewhere. To give your customers a great experience, it needs to be simple, convenient, and above all, secure. It's now well known that simple usernames and password combinations aren't enough to securely access online services. Recent studies have shown that more than 80% of all hacking-related breaches were due to compromised or weak credentials. Even 2FA methods, such as OTPs via SMS or hardware tokens, have proven vulnerable to cyber attacks. Our own research has also shown that there is a big gap between what IT professionals consider worth protecting and what users consider to be sensitive data, for example, email. As a result, the implementation of stronger authentication processes is becoming more and more relevant. Strong authentication should generally provide phishing protection and ease of use to a relatively vulnerable and inconvenient system. Just how can your business walk the fine line between providing the most secure method possible while still delivering an outstanding experience to your customers? The Nevis Authentication Cloud is a solution designed to help you achieve this delicate balance. It extends your infrastructure with passwordless authentication and transaction confirmation services through on-device biometrics. Our FIDO-certified solution provides the authentication experience that end users expect today. Your customers can authenticate effortlessly using only a mobile phone. They can also do business online with our intuitive and secure transaction confirmation solutions that are compliant with industry regulations like PSD2 and GDPR. Let's have a closer look at some of the challenges that Nevis' solution will tackle. When your customers sign up for an account, they usually need to choose a username and password. However, Nevis lets them use your Access app for authentication when setting up their account. After they've filled out your standard sign-up form, the next step of the onboarding process involves scanning a QR code, which matches and links their account with the biometric data stored on their device. This is a one-time step. This whole onboarding process eliminates any future dependence on annoying and insecure passwords. During the sign-up process, your flow is redirected to your Nevis Authentication Cloud. Now, the private cryptographic key on the device and the public key on the server are paired to enable passwordless sign-in. Passwordless login authentication takes a matter of seconds. Most of this time is spent typing in the username, often an email address. The process is simple. Your customers type in their usernames on the login page and click the Sign In with My Mobile button. Your Nevis Authentication Cloud then immediately sends a push notification to the user's mobile. This notification includes some information about the credential and where they will be able to use it. All they have to do is choose their preferred authentication method, Face ID or fingerprint, and they're done. That's it. If successful, the Nevis Access app confirms their identity using the biometrics stored on their device to automatically log them in. That's all it takes to log into your platform. And because this process relies on system-managed public and private key pairs, they won't be reused or easy to guess. And they also won't be vulnerable to breaches on the app or website. On top of all that, the system has very strong built-in phishing protection. What is transaction confirmation? How often have we all frantically looked for our wallets to get the CVC code on our credit card? Or spent time looking for extra documents from our banks? Or even simply signing and giving consent to various online platforms just to prove that we are who we claim to be? Transaction confirmation is an additional security measure that provides another level of security on top of authentication. It's used whenever a user needs to review and confirm certain information, in addition to authentication. It also makes it possible to clearly and securely confirm both financial and operational transactions with just one click. The possibilities are endless, from confirming online payments or e-commerce transactions to updating information to authorizing any kind of financial transaction or granting GDPR consent. It can be applied to countless situations and makes it convenient for your customers to prove their identity online. Replacing a password with biometric authentication can improve both usability and security, something security and IAM tools don't often provide. Nevis makes it possible to strike the right balance between the highest security standards and usability and the customer experience.